Hi, now we're going to just do a little bit more on reading notes. Sometimes you might see a book and it uses some fancy phrases to try and remember how to read the notes. Studies have shown this is not the best way to learn to read notes. It feels faster in the beginning, but it's the best way to read notes is how I explained in the last lesson. Find the G and work up and down from there. But after a while, you start to notice what the notes look like. So each note sort of has some personality on it on the page that makes it easier for us to recognize. So I'm going to do this video for the G clef, so that's our treble clef, which is put G on the second line. So the first note I'm going to draw is middle C. Now middle C is below all those lines and it has a sword right through the middle of its head. And why did I say head? Because the little circle part of the note is called the head. So the C has a little sword through the middle of his head. So you can remember by thinking C has a sword in his head, and that's what C looks like there. And sometimes C has a stick, which is called a stem as well, which is about that long. So it goes until about the next note C, but you don't need to worry about if it looks about that long. Now the note D. So D is below all the lines. So there's all the lines. I'm going to draw that quite long enough. There's all the lines, and then D is below all the lines. So D is below all the lines. Then E. E is on the big bottom line. So it's not the little line, it's the big line of the stave, but it's the bottom one. So E is on the big bottom line. F is on the bottom space. So you have the line of the stave, the next line of the stave, and then you have F in between those lines. So that's the bottom space. Now we've got G. G is on the second line. Now we know that already because of our clef. The G clef has the G on the second line. Then we have the note A. A is on the second space. Then we have the note B. B is on the middle line. So that's an easy one to find. Now, the stick on the middle line can actually go up or down. It doesn't really matter because it looks equally good both ways. So B is on the middle line, and then C is on the third space. And if I draw one more, D is on the fourth line. Oh, I can do two more because I can fit one more in. E is on the top space. That's our high E. So sometimes we can mark them as C dash, D dash, E dash, just so we know that they're higher. So I'll go through the rhymes, repeat them after me, because if you can remember these, this will help you know the notes of the treble clef. So C has a sword through his head. D is below all the lines. E is on the big bottom line. F is on the bottom space. G is on the second line. A is on the second space. B is on the middle line. C is on the third space. D is on the fourth line. E is on the top space. And so that's all the notes. If you're playing record, that's all the notes you need to be able to play for about grade 1 level. So from C with the sword through his head all the way to E's on the top space.